On episode 248 of He Said, She Said Movie Reviews, we take a look at the movie A Man Called Otto. Welcome to He Said, She Said Movie Reviews. This is the podcast where a happily married couple with similar but different movie tastes take a quick, spoiler-free look at the movies, helping you make the right decision before your next movie. I'm your host, Tim.
And I'm April.
So we just got back from seeing A Man Called Otto. What do you give this one, April?
A solid 4. It was fantastic.
Yeah, for me too. This is a solid 4. This is one of those movies why you go to see the movie. So
absolutely. Rita Wilson, rock on.
We'll tell you all about it right after these two trailers.
Okay, the first one was 65. An astronaut crash lands on a mysterious planet only to cover he's not alone. The release date's March 17th, 2023, starring Adam Driver, Ariana Greenblatt, and Chloe Coleman.
You know, I'm really actually anxious to see this movie. It looks really good. I'm not a huge Adam Driver fan.
No.
But this movie, it has me intrigued because I think the mysterious planet they crash land is Earth, and this is how humans got populated on Earth. I think that's what this movie's all about. So I'm really looking forward to it. I got that all from the trailer, by the way, so there's no spoilers there.
All right. You go ahead.
And the second one is Missing, which is the next episode that we're going to give you. Missing after her mother goes missing, a young woman tries to find her from home using tools available to her online. This has a release date of January 20th, 23. It stars Storm Reid, Nia Long, and Joaquin de Alameda.
All right, Tim.
You want to do the storyline for me, Pavel?
Sure. The storyline is about Otto. He's a grumpy old man who's given up on life after the loss of his wife and wants to end it all. When a young family moves in nearby, he meets his match in a quick-witted Marisol, leading to a friendship that will turn his world around.
It falls in the genre of comedy and drama. This was directed by Marc Forster. He's known for Christopher Robin, World War Z, Quantum of Solace, which some argue is one of the best James Bond movies ever, and Monsters Ball. So he's a very accomplished director. The writers are David Magee. He's known for The Life of Pi, Mary Poppins Returns, and Finding Neverland. And Fredrik Backman, who's Swedish, who is, by the way, we didn't say this, but A Man Called Otto is a remake of a Swedish movie. And Fredrik Backman, the writer, he wrote the Swedish version of the movie, which is A Man Called Ove. And it's based off of a book called A Man Called Ove, which Fredrik had written.
Fantastic. I'll go over the cast real quick. Of course, there's the amazing Tom Hanks and Truman Hanks as well. You've got Marina Treviño. You've got Manuel Garcia-Rulfo, Christina Montoya, Alessandra Perez, Mack Bayda, Cameron Britton, Juanita Jennings, Peter Lawson Jones, Max Pavel, and Kailey Hyman. The runtime was 126 minutes. It's rated PG-13 for mature subject matter involving suicide attempts and language.
Okay, so as we said, this is a fantastic movie. And to be honest with you, we saw the Swedish version about a year and a half ago.
Yes.
One of our listeners recommended that it's a movie that he watches every Christmas time.
Right.
It's one of these movies that gives you a reconnection to humanity, I'd like to say.
Definitely loved the older version, and I loved this movie as well. Well, you want to discuss the theme? Well, I think the theme is all about, certainly youth and aging and loss, but I think it's more about connection and how a community can change not just someone, but families for the better.
But I agree. And I think it's also about how somebody can come into your life. And you see this multiple times in the movie. His wife, Otto's wife in the flashbacks.
Yes,
and then Marisol coming in and then teacher with the student type of thing. So I think it has a lot to do with how people can come into your life at the right time.
And I think this movie, the timing of it is actually perfect because people are struggling with lack of community, lack of connection after COVID, still during COVID. And I think this movie is it's so well made because of the things that it makes you think about, what you invest in.
Right. I thought the acting was phenomenal. You're talking about Tom Hanks, three-time Academy Award-winning Tom Hanks. But I'll be honest with you. I think Marina Treviño, as the character of Marisol, she stole the movie.
Yes.
I'll watch anything she's in.
Yeah, she was amazing. She'll make you feel all kinds of emotions, and she was fantastic. But I thought all the characters were well-suited. I just, even, the best friend and his wife. Obviously, Rita Wilson did a phenomenal job producing this. The casting was right on. I just loved all the characters.
Direction, come on. This movie was phenomenally directed. Marc Forster is a really good director. So, he did a great job.
Definitely.
Score?
Added to the film as needed, but guess what? Rita Wilson sings the song that plays with the credits. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I didn't know Rita Wilson could sing.
Oh, yeah. She's a whole new chapter in her life. Singing, she's still, obviously she's producing, she's still acting, but she turned a huge corner. I believe she has an album out, too. Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Cinematography, nothing special there. It's not yet set in a small urban type neighborhood. Cinematography, nothing special. Production design, I thought they found a great little neighborhood that that was very much in sync with the original movie.
Definitely.
I thought, almost like, did they use the same neighborhood, even though it wasn't. But
I thought it was all well put together. The special effects, there's none to speak of.
With the exception of Tom Hanks' son playing.
That is true.
Yeah, you could call that a special effect, right?
That is true.
It was kind of funny. So
true. But editing, not really noticeable. The pace moved along nicely. There really weren't any slow parts, which I really appreciated.
I thought, by the way, back to the acting, I thought Tom Hanks was perfect for the role. He played that grumpy old man really well, by the way.
We're not used to seeing him as a grumpy person because he's a very happy person. So
dialogue. I think that's another place this movie really shined.
Yes.
Some of the dialogue and the interaction between Tom Hanks' character,
that's
Otto
why we want
and Marisol
more women
was really Marisol.
Producing.
The dialogue written for her was really.
But again,
really good.
That goes to a woman that's producing and paid attention to the dialogue.
I thought how she dealt with Otto and his grumpiness verbally was funny and spot on.
The story arc, very satisfying. The movie comes to a great conclusion by the end. There's tremendous growth from Otto from start to finish, which is all about character development. I will say that I'm not going to tell you this movie isn't sad, but it's more on the happier side of life. To me, it is.
Right.
It's worth it.
No, I agree with you.
Go see it.
Go see it. So this is A Man Called Otto. Both April gave that 4.5 stars. I gave it 4. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just corrected. April gave this 4. We both gave this 4 stars. It's a really worth going and seeing in the theaters.
Yeah.
It's life affirming.
Yes.
A really good movie.
It is. Usually I'm the first to hop up when a movie's over. Tim always will stay behind to see if there's anything in the credits. But this one, I had to sit for a while after and just reflect.
Right.
And that means they did an A job.
Absolutely.
So please go see this movie and let's support more women producers in the amazing film industry.
Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to our podcast. We really appreciate you. And if you haven't already done so, please tell a friend about us.
Please do. And we just appreciate your support so much. Thank you. And we'll see you at the movies.
See you at the movies.